Well, I'm on a rampage. Whenever you're a small homesteader or small farmer, small businesses in general, you really need to be watching the government, local government, state government, and the feds, because they are consistently trying to regulate things consistently. And if you don't watch out, they're going to regulate your socks off. So here's my latest rampage and my little soapbox and what's happening with this. Okay, so I have posted on Facebook about this particular Oklahoma House Bill 3194. And we've got a problem in Oklahoma, especially northwest Oklahoma, with the wind facilities and the hog facilities. I'm not going to call either one of those farms right now because they're not. They are corporate facilities that I completely disagree with. The pigs are not treated properly. The people who work with the hog facilities I know some lovely people who work with them and enjoy their job, but I also know some people who have not been treated well. And anyway, the hogs are not healthy. That is not a healthy way for them to grow. So I do not agree with it. And wind, that does not accomplish a fraction of what they try to tell you that it does. So hopefully I don't get demonetized or shut down. This is for entertainment and education purposes only. TikTok or wherever I post this, okay? We're just joking around and having fun here. Anyway, bills like this end up punishing everyone else. The Oklahoma Water Resources Board shall require that all water wells be equipped with water well flow meters or an alternative measuring system as defined by the board. I hate this as defined by. That means they can define this later. They don't have to define it before it's voted in. That gives the board, the bureaucrats, unvoted, unelected bureaucrats, the right to define it any way they want to. So anytime it says as defined by, then no. Just no. Such measuring systems shall remain on the well and be in proper operating condition at all times. This means that they're going to dock you, fine you, gain revenue by anyone who doesn't like it, okay? When groundwater is being produced, okay? We run on a water well, so this would be our home groundwater well. Data from the measuring system shall be utilized for annual groundwater use report. And this is put in by one of the local Carl Newton representatives. He's a really nice guy, okay? Don't necessarily have anything against him. I just completely disagree with this. I'm sure that our little Kenton Petskowski is probably all for this as well, because he lives, the hog facilities are probably, yeah, he's probably tied to those very nicely. Has introduced the act relating to water and water rights, amending a section of the Oklahoma Constitution which relates to metering of wells, providing that the Oklahoma Water Resources Board require certain meters for water wells, providing measuring requirements, requiring data from the measuring system to be utilized for annual groundwater use report. Okay, I did tag Representative Newton, who was the author of this, and here's what I got from him. So his side of the story: thank you for your interest. This legislation came from constituents' request. It was further evaluated at an in-district water meeting in Fairview last spring. Waters across Oklahoma, I wasn't invited to this meeting, so I'll just say that. Waters Across Oklahoma meetings were held across the state to obtain citizen input and concern. I don't remember getting a invitation to that. Of course, I don't get the local paper, so if it was in the paper, then I did not see it. Next, an interim study garnered input from experts in groundwater issues. These experts include OSU, Farm Bureau, which I have a problem with Farm Bureau. I love some of the people that are in Farm Bureau out here. It's not a personal thing. It's just they consistently lobby things that do not support small homesteaders and small farmers. Water Resources Board, which of course just wants revenue, government revenue, and water industries, and also included irrigators, okay? And these are bigger farmers who are running big irrigation systems. All communities that I represent in Northwest Oklahoma rely almost exclusively on underground water aquifers, which is true. One of the major aquifers in the Panhandle is dropping at a rate of a foot a year, which it is, because these hog facilities use more per day than Oklahoma City does. Okay? Our part of the state will be devastated if our underwater aquifers are depleted. I absolutely agree. And then the water that these wind facilities use, putting up their stuff and keeping it maintained, is awful as well. This legislation is designed to allow Water Resources Board, a bureaucracy who is made up of 9 members who are appointed, who come from all types of water users, of course, agricultural, industrial, commercial, municipal, soil conservation, and rural residential, to use monitoring of water usage, as in most cases 80-90% of large water users stay within the current guidelines. This will better allow us to understand the impact we have on our underground water sources. This bill does not take away the water rights of the landowner. It will in no way interfere with that right. And my answer to him is, thank you for the response. I appreciate that. In all due respect, government monitoring of this sort seldom stops with data collection. The bill needs a lot more attention if water rights are to be protected. Several of the above mentioned organizations have shown they could care less for individual property owners, especially smaller farms and homesteads. In my opinion, and that's what this is, time would be better spent encouraging and empowering counties to regulate corporate users instead. So that's kind of my input on this one. If you've got another thought, please let me know. I would like to know what you think about this.